Going on YouTube, Dad with a Bike. So I have a question for you. How would you guys like to go on more adventures with me? And while some of them are super awesome adventures, they're still trips. And I'm like running out of things on my motorcycle to modify. Like I would have to start modifying it backwards. So me covering videos on modifications all the time, like I'm running darn near to the end of it. And in today's adventure, we're traveling back from Houston to Austin. And when we do this trip from Houston to Austin, from Austin to Houston, I don't take the main roads. Like I'm not, taking freeways. I'm not taking major highways. I stay off the highway. I do all farm roads, all back roads. And I come across some really cool little towns that I like to kind of go through, and it's interesting. So I'm bringing y'all with me. And if I find anything interesting, then that's cool, and you guys will see along with me. So if you're interested, come along with me. But first, we gotta pack.
One eternity later.
Alright, y'all. Well, we're on the bike, had breakfast. It was the most uneventful breakfast ever. I guess that's the bad thing about hotel breakfasts these days. Aren't what they used to be. They probably were never really good to begin with, but they're even worse now. And as we leave Houston, the one thing that I want to leave Houston and y'all knowing is if you've never been to Houston, the traffic in Houston is horrible. The way people drive makes it a combative experience, and honestly, you got to drive or ride your bike uber aggressive in the traffic here in Houston, or you'll just get squished. No one looks, no one pays attention, everybody's on their phone. It is a dangerous event being on the freeways and riding in and around Houston. But we're over in the HOV lane. We're getting the hell out of Dodge. Our next stop is going to be Brookshire, and then in Brookshire we'll go and hit Belleville. So yeah, it'll be good. We'll make some stops along the way. to Belleville. It's a little town. It's got some interesting little things in it. It's a good barbecue place. You can actually come here and get a Trump burger if you really wanted to get a Trump burger. There's a place somewhere around here that's what they sell. It's like the Trump burger. It's kind of weird. And then if you're here on August the 20th, there's a barbecue. So can't beat Texas barbecue. And now we are sitting here waiting for this train, which has stopped. And I am going to turn off my engine. Because, Jesus Christ, I don't know what this hell train's going to do. Anyway, we're going to sit here, wait for this train. So I think what's going to happen is we're going to jump on 159. We're going to take 159 for a while. I'm going to pull up here, get some gas, plan my next route. Don't know what it'll be, but we'll see. And then we'll go from there. So I'm going to sit here and probably die in this heat while I'm waiting for this train. Awesome times. Yay.
Meanwhile.
Drink of champions. Some Red Bull. Being, I think this train is going to be here a while. That's what I think.
One eternity later.
Well, we finally got out of Belleville. I don't know what was going on. It took forever for that train to get out of town for me to even get through it. I guess that's the downside of some of these little adventures is some curveballs are thrown your way. Anyway, we are now headed down 159. We're going to cruise through a small little town called New Ulm. It's like uber tiny. And then our next stop is going to be Rohan Meadery, where I'm going to stop in and grab a bottle of Mead. But I did want to bring something up about going through Bellevue. That town smelled amazing. It was the food, I don't know what it was, but as you're driving through town, you know, there's a little, call it a roundabout where like the city hall is in the center of town, and all around there are these little shops and little cafes and stuff. And it smelled, you know, like a giant cinnamon bun, like the whole way around that roundabout. And then, as I got out of town, I don't know if it was jasmine or what it was, but somebody had like a ton of the stuff, this jasmine is growing on the side of their house, and you could smell the jasmine. Now, sadly, that jasmine is intermingled with cow and horse shit. But at least the jasmine makes the cow and horse shit not smell so bad. So, well, hello. Welcome to Fayetteville, Texas. Is that where we're at? I think. Another tiny, tiny, tiny
next left.
little Texas town. There is a gas station here somewhere, I think. It's up yonder. Nope, there it is right there. We don't need gas. We're good for now. It's a cute little house. Lots of cute little houses here. It's a neat little town. And they have like this little shopping center up here. I know they have like little festivals here. They've got like a couple of cafes up there. Let's do a detour. The GPS is gonna yell at me. Blue Bonnet Renovators. So let's take a quick little tour in here and see what they got. A couple of cool little shops. Antiques, coffees, steaks, seafoods, and burgers at Joe's Place. This guy's not even looking. It almost looks like it's all dead. But it's not. This place actually, I think, in Fayetteville on the weekends, it's a pretty happening little spot. Because it's such a typical, quaint, you know, Texas town. And that's it. Oh, that's got a little wine bar. Champagne brunch. But that's a little bed and breakfast. Anyway, Fayetteville. I like this little town. Might have to take my wife here and hang one day. So, anyway, we're on our way to Rohan. It's just the, Fayetteville is kind of on the way. Look at that, Germania Public School. Apparently that used to be a school. Pretty cool and cute little town. Old truck. Man, that's nice. This right here is why you take the back roads in Texas on your motorcycle. I'm telling you right now. Cool little towns like that. I really like them.
With a piece in my hand and bloodshot eyes, I walk to the water for a last goodbye. He at the end with the tables turned. Lord, forgive me. Take me on down the river where the guilt can't find a red-handed sinner. On where the grave can't cry out, 'cause I done wrong. Down the river with a hand on a Colt and a finger on the trigger, and long before dawn they try to find me. So take me on down. Take me on down. Well, I sank that body by the riverbank, caught a boat south, took off like a hurricane, with spotlights, dogs, yeah, the whole 9 yards, and breathing down my neck and breathing hard. 2 weeks in a wild chase across the highways, mountains, over 7 states. Found a man at the harbor, said that he could take me across the ocean somewhere far away. Lord, forgive me. Take me on down the river where the kids can't find a red-handed sinner. On where the grave can't cry out, 'cause I done wrong.
Well, we are about a half a mile away from Rohan Meadery. So I gotta pay attention because it sneaks up on you. But this is a cool place. It's a fully functioning farm, ranch, whatever you want to call it. But they do mead, so they're known for their mead. It's a pretty good little place.
In a quarter mile, your destination will be on the left.
It's in a quarter mile. But it's a pretty good little place. It's a pretty good little place. It's near Ellinger, so think like LaGrange, Ellinger. It's kind of in and around that area. So if you're ever out in this area, you know, go look them up. It's not too far from LaGrange, not too far from Ellinger, and it is worth your while. They're only open on Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and I think Sundays.
Your destination is on the left.
Here it is. Blissful Folly Farms, Rohan Meadery.
Some crazy chicken. Crazy chickens. Crazy chickens. There you go. All kinds of good stuff here.
All right, well, we are leaving Rohan, and of course, it is raining, because that's what it does in Texas. When you don't want it to, it rains. But Rohan Meadery is good as always, and I suspect we will, I don't know, be in the rain for a while. I'm trying to avoid whatever the hell that is. Right now the rain is light enough that I can ride without putting rain gear on, and it's fine. But I'm pretty certain that has unpleasant rain. So hopefully we can get ahead of it, outrun it, whatever the case may be. Should be fun. So rain, yay, Texas. But the good thing is that when it does rain in Texas, it is not hot. It cools down super fast. The downside is when the rain goes away, then it's like you are riding in the most massive sauna ever, and it's only exacerbated when you put on rain gear. So if I can live without rain gear for a while, I will. Anyway, we'll see. I may be ripping off the road here for too long to don my rain gear, but it's an adventure, right? That's why we're here. Adventure.